Dream big, aim high, start small. Welcome, Shemi. Welcome, Alicia. Welcome, Sakshi. So today we have the Business Model Canvas channels, and welcome to the 34th day of High Performance Entrepreneur Series. So Business Model Canvas is one thing which I really love. It's a lean business model strategy. And today I am Jasser. Jasser is my LinkedIn coach. We both are going to have a conversation on business model canvas. And if you would like to join the discussion, please do raise your hands, come up. Let's have a discussion on that. And if you have a project in mind, your project in mind, let's discuss it. So welcome Shemi, welcome Alicia, and welcome Sakshi. Over to you, Jas.
Thank you, Kabir. It's nice to be back. Am I audible?
Yes, Jasser, you're audible.
Yeah. So nice to be back. It's day 34 already, and I'm really interested. It's really interesting that we've uh, moved past a month. And this almost 3 months, 3 months and few days, right? And I think we've finished one third of the that. I was just thinking about it today. And
Jasser, the sound is a bit low, I think.
can you hear me now?
Yes, a bit more louder.
Is it better now?
Perfect.
Right. Okay. So I was just mentioning, like, can't believe it's like been like we've crossed a third of the journey, a third of the path, and this 100 days event, and this business model canvas is something that, as people who have worked in startups, we have all discussed so much about. If you remember when we at farm change as well as for fish strips as well. We went through this process a few times, and something that we discuss with people who like to have their startup someday, to work on the business model canvas. It's especially for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. It's something that they definitely must work on, and I still remember those days we used to work out the strategies for this, and today's topic is the channel. So in the past, we've discussed about what is business model canvas, and those things in the first part of this, and then we discussed about value proposition as well as customer segment, and now we're coming to channels, which connects value proposition with this customer segment, right? So yeah, how do we understand segments? Let me start with that. How do we hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
before going to that, yeah, hi Ragesh, if you want to come up, raise your hands, you can be here. So I'll just tell a brief. So whoever are coming for the first time, I'll give a brief on the business model canvas. So business model canvas is a tool to build a lean business strategy. So it is a 9 column canvas. Jasir, if you can please put the link to business model canvas or the image below that so they can have a reference. It is a lean strategy where you identify where your revenue comes from and where your cost, where your expenses are. So in this canvas, the right side is about your customer segment, who your customers are, and just left to that, you have the customer relationship and customer, the channels, how you're going to reach to them. So that's our topic today. So on the right side, so in the center of it is the value proposition. So this is like what is that one thing you have which you can scale up to. That's the best way to tell. Okay. Welcome, Ashok Tiwari. This business model canvas. If you would like to be part in the discussion, you can come up. So, welcome again. So here, this is the right side. If you take the left side of the value proposition in the business model canvas, extreme left is your key partners. So the basic concept of a business model canvas is to chisel you down. So whatever you have, whatever activities you have, you should, whatever is not really needed to you, you have to give it to a key partner. Ashok, I'm trying to get you up, but unfortunately, I'm not able to pick you. Can you try leaving the room, come back and raise the hand? So I'll again try to bring you up, but sorry, it's not happening. Can you try leaving the room, come back and raise your hands? Okay. Again, so the extreme left is your key partner. Then just right to that is a key resource and key activity. So for any startup who is starting, the best thing to have in hand is your business model canvas. So when you have your business model canvas, it is a you keep on iterating it. You should, I would always tell every startup should have this in their bedroom or their working room, so that whenever they get up, they can identify of what they are doing and what they have to do and what they have to delegate it either to the company or make it lean and give it back to another partner or another country, other company. So the advantage is that they can go very lean. So this is the basic recap of all the sessions we have been going through. And in the bottom side, you can see the cost, and on the right side is the revenue. So right side, the revenue is from the customer, and left side is from your key partner or the expenses you have. So this is the basic thing. So Jasser, I think everyone here would be clear with that. Alicia, can I see a thumbs up or love so that I can know that you are all following me? Ashok, unfortunately, I'm not able to take you up. So one option is that you can leave the room once, come back, then raise your hand, then I can bring you up. Okay. So Jasser, I think it's clear, right?
Right, right,
Okay. Now we'll start with channels.
right. Do you want to briefly touch on value proposition and
Each
the
column.
value proposition and customer segment before going to
Okay.
channels, so that people have that continuity?
Okay. So value proposition is having a clarity on what you're going to do. So how to derive to a value proposition is a value proposition canvas or value proposition chart in which you will identify what the customer wants, what the customer needs, and what are the fears the customer has when he wants a product. And from there you derive a customer like a product which a customer wants. So it is basically the pain and gain. What pain will the customer have if he doesn't have this service, and what is the gain he will have when he gets this service? So that is the basic thing of value proposition. So if now I think I can ask back to you, Jasser, since you are a LinkedIn coach, you can tell me what is the value proposition you put into for your LinkedIn coaching.
Right. So, like,
Sakshi,
I
brother, you can raise your hands and come up. Huh? You can be
yeah.
part of the discussion.
So, my value proposition is to help people with their LinkedIn profiles, so that they can better their revenue. make it. Uh, Hello. Yeah.
Yes. I mean, oh wow, Chaitanya, if you're there, raise your hands. Huh? I mean, if you are there and if you want to come, you can tell about no time also. Hi Ragesh, do you have a product or project which has a value proposition? I don't know why I'm not able to take Ashok on the floor. I don't know, Ashok is hearing me or is it a glitch? Okay. Sakshi, you had a project, right? Can you briefly tell about your project? After that, I think you know what is your value proposition. You have been through the session. Right?
Yeah, I was being here for the session Kabiso when I was in the value proposition session, and I briefly said that and we were having a discussion about it some hours back as well. That I want everybody in this world to have access to money, and what that my vision is. And I feel that value proposition for my target audience or for my customer would be that every underprivileged or every underserved person should get finance. And no business in this country or in this world should, I mean, I'm just talking about country right now, should nobody should nobody should not, it should not be happen that nobody is not able to start their business or not able to start their own venture just because of the lack of money. So I feel everybody should have that financial literacy, as well as they're able to at least have an access to loans and the lending system and everything through NBFCs and all, so that at least they can utilize that money for their own and start earning. So there are still many women in our rural areas and many farmers, who are actually not that educated, and who doesn't have that good civil rate and everything, and they're not able to access it. So I just want to reach out to those people so that those people could be impacted. And that's what the true meaning of entrepreneurship is, when you earn money while creating an impact as well.
Thank you, Sakshi, for telling that value proposition. Rakesh, do you want to add in something? Am I audible?
Yeah. Yeah. I can hear you.
I think, okay. Then, Rakesh, if you're ready,
Oh, hello.
yeah,
I'm audible?
yeah, you're audible. Do you want to
Okay.
like contribute to that? Like,
Correct,
what is
correct.
your value proposition?
Correct,
Or
correct, correct. See, value proposition means what I understood in my profession as a family managed business consultant. Whatever
okay,
the activities are there, that activities has a value. Certain values are lying inside. And if you understand the value proposition directly, we can say that is a statement that clearly identifies the benefits the company's products and service will deliver to the customers. Because the two ends are there. Either the company, how that particular company is resourcing the supply chain, and whatever the end product is there, out of that what the company is getting and what the customers are getting. Customer is also interested to get something more and more and more. That's why whatever the demands or their doubts or their whatever their the understanding is there related to your
uh,
services or product, you have to understand very very clearly.
Rakesh, bhai, can I know what is your business and what is your value proposition? If I can get it in short. And just a second, before that, I would like to call Dr. Santosh Kumar, who is tomorrow's speaker. So can you on the right side you can see a hand symbol. If you click on that, you'll be able to come. If you would like to be there on the panel, speak for some time, it'll be great. He holds 8 patents. Uh, okay, yeah. When you're ready, please do come up, sir. Back to you, Ragesh.
Okay, now what I would like to share here, it is a crafted value proposition will be different. The company and or the service unit. My value proposition is there to whatever the product or services in the marketplace and among a target market or targeted audience. Because if he will not fulfill that, then I can't get success and whatever my objective is not fulfilled. This is my the value proposition.
So how do I ask it? Like, I didn't get it. Sorry. So your business is
I myself, I myself,
yes.
I myself is family managed business consultant.
Okay. So Jasir, back to you.
Okay, please, thank you.
Um, what Kabir was trying to ask is in your company, Rakesh, what is that? What are the products and how do you set the value proposition for those products or services? I can see that you are with you are freelancer as well as you work with Introspective Rejuvenation Research Center. So, uh, you work for a few as a freelancer for different companies. So, um, just on that, what was if you can describe that in slightly more concise way?
Hello, are you asking me, Jesse?
Yeah.
See, value proposition is there. What I would like to emphasize, each and every person should get that value. Either the production system is there, or my vendors are there, or my business associates are there, or my shareholders are there.
Right.
But main value proposition is there where I'm generating the cash. If cash is not generated out of that proportion, then that is not the successful model. So the model has to be there. The cash flow should not be there. Scarcity of the cash flow should not be there. It should be consistently cash should generate, and out of that, where that particular I can put my energy either in a research and development or innovation or marketing. Everywhere I have to spread my energy in a very constructive way where I can maximum generate the cash. This is my the value proposition.
Okay,
Right.
Jasir.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's.
yes.
Yeah. Back to you.
Okay. I was. Did you tell your value proposition? I missed it. I think.
Yeah, so for me,
Jasir.
my value proposition is that as a LinkedIn coach, my value proposition is that for entrepreneurs and leaders to help them connect their results from LinkedIn through engagements and helping them out with their, how they place their themselves on LinkedIn.
Okay. Now we'll go to. I think we had the detail on that in last sessions. Now I'll just quickly come to Jasir and Sakshi since you have been in the last session. I'll just ask you what is the customer segment. Like, can you tell Jasir what is your customer segment, and after that
Yeah.
Sakshi,
Yeah, so my customer
and
segment.
just brief why you took that customer segment.
Yeah, so my customer segment are entrepreneurs on LinkedIn. Why I've done that is these are people who require my services on LinkedIn. So how I've started is I've been into product and marketing for many years, and within that I've selected marketing, personal branding, and within personal branding, I decided to narrow down to what do you call LinkedIn, which is a platform. So I'm trying to really focus on that one area, and there there are different kind of people there. There are freshers, there are people in the middle management, junior management, or top management. There are leaders, there are entrepreneurs, solopreneurs. So my focus is on entrepreneurs, which includes solopreneurs, but who are trying to start up, and they are people who really can leverage the tools provided by LinkedIn, and I can help them do that.
Thank you, Jasir. Sakshi, can you tell like briefly your customer segment?
I Yeah, sure, Kabir. So for me, customer segment, when I think of this word, it's basically, the customers or the clients or the users who are for whom we are actually creating that value. So I think for me, it's not just B2B or B2C, but it's more to B2B2C, because I am actually trying to reach to businesses through which we can reach directly to the customers. So I feel that I am actually my customer segment is B2B, but I want to reach to customers as well. So it's going to be more like B2B2C one. And as mentioned by me earlier in the earlier answer as well, that I want to target especially the rural, like a specific segment in terms of gender or in terms of specific category. They're going to be a women and rural entrepreneurs, the rural businessmen, not the entrepreneurs, but rural.
Very good, Sakshi. Chaitanya, welcome back. Chaitanya, if you can quickly tell your value proposition and after that, your customer segment.
Sure. One of the businesses that I have is agriculture. So, what is my business segment? I am working towards food security of the world. So, in the pandemic, the Middle East struggled for food. So, when the supply chains came for a stall, they know that they do not produce rice and food, plant products. So, what we have done is we have created varieties of crops that grow with saline water. So seawater is 3% saline. So we have produced microorganisms that survive at 15% salinity. And as we speak, 5 countries in the Middle East are testing these products right now. So what is my value proposition? Produce food in the most inhospitable conditions. And who are my customers? Anybody who needs food to be grown in harsh conditions. So that's where I stand.
Thank you, Chaitanya. Uh, Hi, Sandhu sir. Sandhu sir is my professor from engineering college. Tomorrow is the speaker, and we are going to talk about the basics of patenting tomorrow. So I'm very happy to see him here. So welcome, sir, to the
Hi,
show.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir, perfect,
Yeah,
sir.
thank you. Yeah, thank you, Sikabi, for welcoming for this, letting me in today. And of course, tomorrow, I think I'll be able to, give some insight what I know about, patenting. Yeah. And, basically who all can, think. And as Mr. Chaitanya said, I think he's also was talking about something agricultural related. So basically, my focus also was onto the agriculture sector. But at the same time, anybody, any idea, any concepts can be patented.
Thank you, sir. And Chaitanya, you can get connected to Dr. Santosh sir, and if your product is viable for patent, you can validate. He works. Most of his patents are on agriculture products.
I don't believe in patents, Kabir. They're a useless waste of time, and people can steal it left, right, and center. And Indian patent has zero value. So I've already fought cases. I'm already fighting cases, and they don't go anywhere.
So
Thank you.
that is a debate for tomorrow. Let's keep it. So
Yeah, let's see how
uh,
that how yeah how
yeah,
that we can make it
yeah,
happen. Yeah, and how can
yeah.
we get
So
it protected
yeah,
also?
so
Let's see
we'll
what we
have the
can do
topic
tomorrow. Yeah.
almost yes. So coming forward, today we are having our main topic is channels. So how do you reach to the customers? In so Jasur, you're back. I think there's a lot of glitches today, right? Ashok is stuck in. Oh, Ashok left now. For a long time he was there in between. I couldn't bring him up. and Sakshi missed. Few of them can't enter the room. Some days LinkedIn has a bit of glitches. So, Jasur, you're back, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
You also had that problem.
yeah. I got kicked out a couple of times.
Yeah, it happens. So anyone gets kicked out, just leave the room, come back, and raise the hand. Huh? So channels, so today from this business model canvas, we were discussing about value proposition and we were discussing about customer segment. So the if you have a specific value proposition, how and who do you want to sell it to? Is it to a niche? Is it to a mass market? So it depends on who you want to sell it. The next thing is how do you reach to them? So in the channel, you're going to define how are you going to reach to the customers. So if you ask me right now, my objective is to have startups, coach startups, and I do business consulting. But coaching startups is what I do. I'm planning to do for 10 years. So my channel. Usually, I used to have different channels. Like I used to go and speak in events. I used to. I think there's a background. Oh yeah, from you, Jasper. I'm just muting you. So I used to go for events. I used to put publish in all other social media. I used to like put advertisement on mass media. But now what I do for the channel, one channel I use is LinkedIn, and that's a very strong channel. So, but it depends on your product to product case. Now, one channel would be you to exhibit your product in exhibition. Okay, so there is a lot of scenarios how your channel is, and back to you, Jasir. I would like to hear how what is your primary channel and what all channels you're using
Yeah,
to.
being a LinkedIn coach, LinkedIn itself is the primary channel for me. I reach out to a lot of people. I try to network here a lot, and yeah, generally connect with people, understand them, take DMs, and try to understand people, their problems, and see what I can offer. Back to you.
Hello, you can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Thank you, Jasir. Uh, Chaitanya, can I hear from you?
Sure.
What are your market channel, your channels, and how are you trying to approach your customers?
This is what I've been taught by focus. Now, when I say, who am I reaching out to? I need to, I need to do my marketing as if I'm speaking to one person in this world. Now, who is that one person? Let's say, for instance, we are looking at Jasir. So, Jasir wants to be a LinkedIn coach. So, my problem statement would be this: I am a software engineer and I want to build my connections, professional connections, so I make my job search easy the next time I look for a job. Now, this is my ideal customer. Now, what is my persona?
No,
Okay, I am between
Chaitanya, if I would like to come back to you. So you
okay,
told about the value proposition. Like I would like to stick on to the product you told. So you told about
okay,
the saline water, right? So I
all
just
right,
wanted to see how you are looking at your channels to reach to your customer base. So you
right.
told that. So one more time, can you repeat me the customer weight for that project?
Sure. So my customer is a farmer who farms um, in hospitable conditions. So where there is too much heat and there is no water.
Okay, that's your
So
customer
that's my
segment.
customer. So
So
that's my
now,
customer.
yeah, so it will be global, right, for you?
Yes, in a way it is global, more towards Africa and the Middle East,
Yeah, so
more
you're
than
so now
yeah.
you're bringing focus to it,
Yes,
Africa and Middle East, and this is
correct.
how you focus more on your customer segment. So
Yeah,
now I would like to know how you're going to reach to them. That is the channel. So in your business model canvas, this is how you reach to the channel. Now try telling me how you're going to reach to that customers. What all
Right.
methodologies? So like, what all channels are you going to?
So unfortunately, yeah. So I think I picked the wrong product. So this product goes through governments. So I cannot go into different countries with agriculture, beating the regulation. So what I do is I reach out to government departments. I write to them. I show them what my culture, my cellular culture is. I send them a small sense of what my bacteria can do, and then most of the times they come back, because for most of these countries, food security is a reality. So in 1 or 2 days they come back. We send yeah, that's how I reach out. So emails most of the time.
So your customer channel is emails. So
Yes.
you don't exhibit this anywhere, or you don't apart from that channel you don't use any channel, right?
I do it again. As I said, I will only go to conclaves where the ministers are there. See,
Okay.
though I go, say, suppose I go to a normal trade exhibition, because there are these intra-government regulations in agriculture, I cannot directly just go and sell it to people in Dubai or Africa. It has to go through government only. So, in this particular product, a government or a government agricultural body is my channel, is my partner. So, I'll have to reach only through email.
Again, if I ask you, so the thing would be something like that. You won't be like, so this is your second channel, right? So will you opt as a speaker in a conference where ministers are there, or the decision makers are there?
Yes, we go there. Yeah, that's where we go, and which we go to very exclusive conferences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect. So now, apart from mail, now I want to everyone to observe this. So one thing what he does is emails, and apart from that, he gone to exclusive conclaves. I think Ragesh, you have to mute your mic. Background voice is coming. So he goes to conclaves where the decision makers are. Ragesh, you have to mute your mic. Yeah,
Hello, I'm audible.
yeah. I told you to mute your mic. Okay, thank you. I'll come back to you. So how it works is, so if you look at this project, you can see he goes to conclaves. So these are two things for him. Now, Rakesh, can you tell me, like, your value proposition? I'm still confused, but tell me in one line what your customer segment is once more.
See, what is my benefits? I
Not
personally,
benefits. Rakesh, hear me once more. What is your customer segment?
my customer is the family managed businesses.
One more time.
Family managed businesses.
Family managed businesses. Perfect, Nagesh. Now, I've told what channels are. Can you tell me in a line what all
I'm
channels do you use to reach
correct,
the
correct,
family
correct.
businesses? Yeah.
I'm a yoga and nature care consultant since last of 40 years. That's why I have on my website. Through that, the people are coming to me health, and then I penetrate with them and do my work as a
So
family managed business.
your channel is your website, right?
Correct.
Perfect. Thank you, Nagesh.
And Jasir is also very important for me. Shortly, I will also connect
Yeah,
him.
sure. I'll come back to you on this itself. We'll have a few minutes. Now, uh, Sandesh sir, you're there, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I called you just to come, and if you're not come, like if you want to include, like be part, like let's have a talk. Like I would like to take one of your products and have a discussion on the how you will
Okay.
look at the
Planning
channel.
to. Huh. See, for example, let us take one of our products like PANS, that is a portable agriculture network system. So
Okay.
basically, our channel, basically this for
Before channel, if you can tell what is that value, you told about the value
huh,
proposition, like, and after that,
okay.
if you can tell for to this customer we are going to sell
Huh.
the customer segments. Yeah,
Okay, good enough. Yeah, thank you.
thanks.
So basically, ours is a PANS is nothing but a portable agriculture network system, which is again for protecting the banana plants. And why did we go for that? Because basically, India is the largest producer of banana in the world, and but we are not the largest exporter as on date as well. And another one thing is that a lot of farmers, at least I just try to stick on to one particular what do you call agriculture product, basically the banana. So this particular product, what we made is for protecting them basically from the wind, of course, not from cyclones or earthquakes and all. Otherwise, whatever the maximum speed, in Indian scenario, which can hit, that can be withstood with the network system which we have developed. And basically, our targets are again, end of the day, it's the farmers. So to reach them to the channels, that's what we are still exploring on. So basically, we are trying to get to them through the what do you call the Amazon websites, through the VFPCK, vegetable and fruit promotion councils. Then we have the channels, the both central and state government channels are there. Yeah, and basically the Krishi Bhavans, which they directly interact with them. But still, as on date, also, of course, as I think Mr. Chaitanya was talking about the minister conclave, etc. And all. So basically, unless and until the right minister or the right government channel comes into picture, it will become a big problem. Because one of the main problems is that majority of the agri projects products are not insured. So that's one of the things. So we would like to take into consideration of that aspects also. So normally any of the venture capitals or any of the other persons who can take up this one, because we basically from the academia won't be able to no, in fact we don't have that expertise to market such a product. Yeah, and of course, there are inquiries which we got again from other this is like Muscat, and from some of the other GCC countries as well, from some of the African countries also. But no, the proper channel again is
So,
what we
so I
lack as
think
on date.
rather than, I think from my perspective, hearing this, we'll take this as a case study now. So your product. We have 15 more minutes.
Okay.
So I think we'll all discuss on it. I would like to hear from Chaitanya. But just before going to that, I'll just go back to Jasir. Jasir, I would like to hear your channels, and after that, we are going to go to Santosh sir.
Yeah,
Can you hear me,
so
Jasir?
basically, as a LinkedIn coach, my channel is LinkedIn itself. Within LinkedIn, the tools that I use to engage with people, like I mentioned. Yeah.
Okay, Jasir. But uh, won't you opt for an event where you get an opportunity to speak?
Yeah, I would do that. Yes. Or I can showcase what I can do on LinkedIn, or showcase my expertise in personal branding. I can attend events, or virtual or otherwise. That's an option.
Okay. Thank you, Jasir. So sometimes, so in this business model canvas, always what you do is that you try to write all the possible channels. So sometimes you'll be only looking at one. So you have to try writing all your channels, and after that you have to take them out, which is the best for you, because this is where you're going to spend a lot of money for any lean startup, because customer acquisition and tomorrow what we are going to tell is customer relationship. That is what the next day on the business model canvas is customer relationship. That is what leads to your customer retention. Okay. So in this, when we spoke, we saw that in Chaitanya we saw email and events. Ragesh, we saw his website. Jasir, we saw LinkedIn and events. Then we have to look whether other channels work for us or it doesn't work. Now, Santosh sir product is an agri product, and in his case, he's an innovator. So he invents things. So now if we take a lean thing or lean business strategy is to scale something. So he gets an IP right, he gets a protection, but as Chaitanya told, there is a risk for that too because with uh, because in few countries your protection has loopholes. In other countries, your protection you get the higher protection. They take care like the government takes care of the similar things coming in. Like you know that for the paperclip you have 300 patents, but again that brings in the credibility for your product. That's one thing for any startup that will benefit them to the start, and it helps in their marketing. Okay, so next thing is that how Sir goes to the farmers. So here, from my perspective, no, anyone before me would like to comment on what channel would be best for Santosh Sir product? Chaitanya, Jasir, and Ragesh.
Word of mouth. Nothing beats it. So I'll tell you my story. So we started off with one formula where we have been able to grow Malabar neem tree. Malabar neem tree needs about 9 years to grow, and we have grown it in 13 months. Organic nano engineering. So the moment we set it out, the Indian Wood Science came and said we have to test it. And then the next thing that we know is all the multinational mafia came and landed on our office. So what then we did is we shut our mouth, went to farmers, gave this formula, and today 14,000 farmers use this. They get yield in almost 1/10 of their time. And all of this is natural. We have not used one chemical also in it. So the best way to do agriculture product marketing in India is word of mouth and do it under the radar. So that's how I've been able to generate a cash flow to my company.
I just want to put a word. Yeah, I really appreciate that. No, Chaitanya has a no good exposure. I think. Yeah, that's true. I do agree with that one. Yeah, and here also, yeah, to a great extent, yes, yeah, we were also trying to reach to the farmers. Yeah, and because no, that is as you said, it's true. Like no, word to word mouth. But no, that takes a lot of time. And no, again, we give other people to come up with lot of other alternative measures also. But as on date, no, across maybe in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and just at least 2 3 states, I'm saying Maharashtra, they don't have such things. Also, still they all follow the same traditional way of doing it and getting it. And of course, the word of mouth is going, and as you said, no, they don't believe. The farmers don't believe even in word of mouth also, unless and until they have a real practical. No, so we gave them for testing also. Now you are right; they are coming back, but that's very a slow process. That's what I think.
So this is what we did, sir. So every farmer has problems. They don't have cash for their borrowing. So what we did is we helped them start their FPOs. So the moment they have FPOs, we went to these big companies, again the Syngentas and all, and said, please give us agri input. Now when we gathered tons of agri input, Syngenta said, all right, I will not send it through the distributor. I will come and deliver at the farm. So which meant the farmer got all these products at half the price. They didn't have to travel to the villages to get their agri-put multiple times. They didn't get spurious products. They got original products at their farm at their convenience. Now, remember, they have taken their seeds, they have taken their agri input. So after 3 months, they can only produce tomatoes if they have taken a tomato crop, right? So we went to NBFCs and said, see, this is the guaranteed. So start giving them loans. The NBFCs gave loans. Now the produce is there. So before farm loss, what used to happen. So we went to agri chains like the biryani houses and said, come to the farm. We will get you products at a discounted price. So since we knew the demand, we knew how much the what the restaurant chain would purchase. So on this, bulk price was decided, and then this is how we cracked through the entire resistance. But again, it did a great amount of work, but we are not able to scale because this is not easily replicable. We went till 14,000, we reached 26,000 at some point in time, and Corona came in between, and we came back to around, I think this season we supplied to 15,000 farmers.
So I'll quickly hear from Jasir also. So before that, hi Cambria, how are you?
I'm well, and I'm so happy to be with you, gentlemen, and the lovely listeners in our audience.
So are you an entrepreneur or do you have a business? So we're talking about business model canvas.
I do see that above here, and my business is Cambria's Curiosities Closet, and I make one of a kind with custom options jewelry, which is wire work constructed cold connection. I can solder. I've done welding and glass blowing and theater improv at a college level. I am a poet and a visionary, as it says there. But when it comes to my poetry, I just had my second room here on LinkedIn. Cambria's Curiosities Closet presents my poetry, and then I worded it so it was inclusive to all to come up on stage, and others' personal poetics, I think is how I phrased it. And that was just yesterday between 5 and 7 p.m. California time. I'm not sure quite how the replays work on that because I haven't had the opportunity to listen to anyone's
Yeah.
replay.
Before that, I would like to ask you one more thing. So since we are talking about the business model canvas, what is your customer segment? Who are your
Sure. My customers are really niche. The clientele that I work with is often my friends that I want to equip with magical items of protection and healing. I've studied 3 forms of shamanism, and what I created are talismans or altars for one's neck for women who want to wear large statement jewelry. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking wire, which is the circuitry, and the nodes are the gemstones, and I'm metaphysically putting the intention for positive outcomes for whatever my clientele requests into the item that I.
And after that, the last thing is how do like we our main topic is the channels in the business model canvas. So channels means how do you reach out to your customers? So if you can briefly
Sure.
tell that.
Yes, I reach out to my customers by various means. I'm on Instagram and LinkedIn primarily these days. So that's been my focus. I have some home challenges. I'm going to be moving soon. So, yeah, I'm just doing the best I can meanwhile with my business.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. So in today's session, we had heard a few more concepts that is Cambria having using her Instagram and LinkedIn. Thank you for that, Cambria, and Sandosh and Chaitanya telling that the best way is word of mouth. So now again back to Jasir. Jasir, do you want to comment on Sandosh's channel and how he can take it? Any comments on the discussions we were having?
Right. So, like Chaitanya mentioned, I think word of mouth among rural farmers that really works, and we had that experience when we did that. When I was setting up procurement for FarmSim back in the day, if you remember. So, the only way to reach out to more of those, like we were focusing on zero budget farmers, and who basically having organic but not certified organic products. So trust was a thing, and I think yeah, especially when you're selling, and that was for procurement. So when you're trying to sell them something, I think it's going to be even more hard. It would be comes down to trust, and I think one of the best channels to for that would be word of mouth, or referrals, basically. So. Probably you can reach them through FPOs and some of those uh, channels, and like the Kerala government is working on something similar to FPO, something that works on top of that for procurement and for helping farmers with manure and those kind of products. So those are probably the channels that two channels, because it's really linked to the government system, right? So yeah, those are my thoughts.
Thank you, Jasper. Rakesh, do you want to add in to Dr. Santosh sir's like case study we have taken?
Hello, I'm audible.
Perfect, Rakesh.
First, I would like to share Chaitanya and Santosh. I want to introduce you someone. He's from the Hyderabad, and definitely this person will really support you people to how to export the agriculture products abroad. That is my first sharing is for both of you. Second thing is there. What I would like to share here. Okay, this is the business. Just I mentioned my website is there. How I can reach my customer, and then mouth. Santosh, I'm also really aligned with you. Mouth, mouth to mouth. That is the most important thing for me. And I don't want that my niche business is there. I don't want that masses, because family managed businesses are enough for us, and very few businesses I can do. I can't do the work very specific way. I do the work very specific way. I can't do the work with all together so many people with specific way. That's why I'm very selective. Okay, please.
Thank you, Rakesh. So for me, the take would be entirely different. See, word of mouth is slow, and in a lean business strategy, you need to go very fast. So this is technically this doesn't work for every conventional business, but when you have a scalable product which has to hit the market very fast, because if it goes slow, what Chaitanya told, anyone can copy your concept. They can uh, bring in something and they can get a patent in 1.5 years. So you need something that has to go really fast. So the you have to build the strategies. So one thing now the government has laid in more and more FPOs, I think, and there is the agriculture is much more strategic. And then we have the Krishi Bhavans, which Dr. Santosh sir told. So now, apart from that, he going and connecting with them the best way. So this is what we are going to discuss in the later sessions. So now we have just touched upon channels and customer segment. You have your key partners. So your key partners, you can even make your key partner to take this and do the sales. You can have it a marketing company to do this on your behalf. So you can escalate that. So for that, one channel, you could have multiple channels aligned also to it. So here, one thing is what as sir told, Krishi Bhavan. So what was the approach when you approached Krishi Bhavan and once you wanted to do it through the Krishi Bhavan? What happened? Can you explain, sir?
Yep. See, basically, what they said, thank you, Kabir, and good words of Rakesh Jain and Jachir Almay. So, basically, yeah, we were actually working through the VFPCK, Vegetable and Fruit Promotion Council, because in Kerala point of view, they have the direct contact with the farmers. Krishi Bhavans are just a mechanism which is working parallelly. So what happens is that they pull the customers to the Krishi centers or the trading centers and all. And so when we give this one also the real what do you call the demo of the real thing reaching the farmers in a practical sense, it takes time. It is getting delayed. That's what we practically found out in the case of Kerala, because I tried in different no districts of Kerala as well. We found that problem. But to a great extent, we have PCK also, because finally what comes, the problem is that this all comes for the documentation of the government officers, which really gets stuck. So that's why we were thinking of some options whereby, of course, as Mr. Chaitanya has said, yeah, that's a valid point, which we did it also. In fact, we are doing it also, directly getting to the farmers. But there is no, it is just a snail's race. It goes very slow. That's one of the things. And no, as again the problem of as you said, for the patenting also, yeah, somebody can, of course, for sure come up with some of the things parallelly and come. So we want, whenever a product is there or whenever it is a patented one, we would like to get the market, or there should be some big giants who can just take up and put it completely across the country. Because since any of the patent, and of course in India it's an a pan-Indian concept or a product, and of course it took around, even our patent took around 4 5 years, because a lot of continuous improvement, a lot of continuous changes which have been done, and we of course did a testing also, then only we got the feedback. But as answer to the question, yes, of course, the Krishi Bhavans are not getting directly to the farmers and giving them what actually is required. So there is lot of what you call the knowledge loss or information loss, what we tell the Krishi Bhavan officials, and when it really reaches to the farmers. So to a great extent, VFPC has helped us to a great extent, right from data collections to get the product delivered to the farmers. But of course, this all being a government system, basically in Kerala, I don't know the other states also. I think maybe that's one of the problem which we when go through. And of course, we being from the academia or the just for the invention point of view or the technical point of view, the marketing part we really lack. Yeah, that's one of the thing, that's one of our we feel that our the negative aspects of our point of view.
No,
So we, of course,
I think it's not the negative part, but I would put it like this. You shouldn't choose the farmers as your customer. Your customer should be the people who buys your patent or your rights. So
exactly.
and giving you the royalty. So the advantage is that you can still keep on working on inventions, and what you can do is that so they will be your key partner. You keep on getting royalty,
True, that's
and
very
you can
true.
go for
Yeah, we
yeah
are actually lacking that part.
yes.
We are, even the university also that one. We people are,
So
really lacking that one, because
yes,
the media people, they do a lot of interviews, lot of these things, and that comes in the paper, and maybe 100 or 150 or 200 customers or the farmers call us, but again that slowly, that dies away, because there is no, we don't have a mechanism to completely follow up them and deliver them the products as and when required, because that includes a lot of production cost, a lot of purchase of the raw materials, and again for the testing of the quality, everything. So basically an infrastructure is also required,
I think
because if
for the next session, the key part, like this is a 9 day session, so we are mainly on the channels now. But for key partners, if, I'll try to call you, sir. So you have to come because the we have to like we can have this discussion taking forward. Okay,
thank you,
so
Kabir.
what
Yeah,
happens
thank
is
you
that
very much.
yeah, the reason is that I think that is the point next we have to work on your project. What is the key partners we have to
Very much
identify?
true. See, this is not, I think, not only with me, I think this is one of the main problems with the majority of the scientists in the country who makes products in the lab and dies in the lab only. Very
Yes.
few people, just like Mr. Chaitanya and a lot of other people who come down and reach to the. And we actually, we don't have that much of time. Otherwise, normally such people has to again stop this one, take some cab and travel around the country and show demo something. Yeah, just like in movies. But to be practical, for us, that is not possible. So let us see.
No, that is the challenge. What you told is a challenge. And since we are having 1 minute left, I just went overboard. I forgot to look at the time. So I'll have a quick parting, very fast parting notes from everyone so that for the next session, we are going to go in deep. Like, what is the key partners? How do we identify key partners? And since Chumawak, like I'm running Chumawak, that is reaching out 100 million startups, impacting startup. And one issues which we want to look at is the innovators and how they can associate with others and bring their innovations up. So I'll go for a very fast parting note. Sorry, since we are out of time, just 1 minute to 7 here. So I'll go start from Cambria. Can you tell a 30 seconds, very fast, quick parting note? Okay, I think you're not there to.
No, I'm here, friend. I can give you a parting note. I think what you said as far as staying local and appealing to your customers directly is so wise, and I just appreciate everybody on the panel today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Cambria. Next, to you, Ragesh.
Hello, Kapil, thank you. Here I would like to say the power of the collaboration. Power of the collaboration, when we will understand, we can definitely part our skill, we can join that skill and grow better. I understood. Thank you, Kabir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ragesh. To you, Chaitanya. A quick parting note from you.
I just think that we should, I think, a lot of things change.
Hear you, Chaitanya. I hear you, Chaitanya. Okay, now.
That's right. So as a nation, we have to start respecting IPs, and then a lot will change.
Perfect. That is a real thing which we need to do so that we'll see lot of businesses flourishing up, and we need to start supporting the scientists or innovators. That's where we all lack. And uh, now the parting notes from my professor, sir.
Yeah,
I
that's.
was
I
very happy
just put a
to be
quote.
here.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll just put in. Thank you to all of you. Thank you for listening. The last part, I just put the what Abdul Kalam sir has said. So, no, any of the countries, no education index or the technological index can be risen only if and only if our no the number of patents increase. Now we are on the seventh position across the globe. So any of the country, you have to come up with a lot of patenting concepts. Of course, duplications and copying all will be there, but still you have to do that one. Only then we will be able to have our own unique product, or you can sue the persons who are coming up. Of course, relieve the suing, but at least we'll have the unique technology, yeah, which can, because that's being searched across the globe. So we should, and as we said, we have to collaborate and collaborate. Thank
And to you, Jasir.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending and for everyone who spoke here. My message is about BMC, the business model canvas. I think it's something that all entrepreneurs or people who would like to, whether you're an inventor or a leader or startup, someone who's starting up, partnering with people, you all need to study and work on when it comes to your ideas. So as Kabir said, we just went from value proposition, customer segment, and the channel that we just now we also need to discuss about key partners and a lot of other activities. When you have done this, the whole work, the whole canvas thing, I think it will be it will give a lot of it will bring out a lot of solutions. For example, Santosh said about having marketing partners. So those are things that you could solve probably when you go in detail with the BMC. Back to you. Tipu.
Thank you, Jasir, and thank you all the panelists. And thank you, Felix and Amin, Alicia, and Shemi. So, business model canvas is a very important tool for each one of you if you're starting, because it will help you chisel down whatever is not needed. It is not just a 1 day activity. You have to keep writing on it, and you will understand sometimes your customers were not your customers because you thought so. So then you will understand the channels which you selected were not your channels because you had more effective channels than all the other boxes. And I do consulting on business model canvas, and do connect to me if you want to have a professional workout with me on your business model canvas. And apart from that, we will have free sessions in this 100 days. And since again we are 4 minutes late, as I always tell, dream big, aim high, start small. Start very small so that you can master it, you can focus on it, and you can build a discipline on it. Believe me, if you do these three things, you are going to be a scalable startup. And when you are a scalable startup, there starts your journey to be a high performance entrepreneur. And I'm sure I'm going to see all of you as high performance entrepreneurs with lots of love from this part of the world. Signing off, PC Kabir. On the count of three, let's tell bye bye to the audience. Three, two, one. Bye bye.